Beautiful beings of the universe, welcome to now. I came through my bicycle on this beautiful, lovely greenery park, I should say, where there's a lot of greens. And lately, I've been, I've been feeling like I'm a shaman, and maybe because of the negative energy attacks that you get, because you're a person of light, because you're a light worker, and then you naturally tend to discover a lot of things that you didn't prepare, but your soul ultimately it just knows it. Like I felt that I should just buy this eagle winged ring, and I ordered it online, and it again reminded me of the shaman soul that I have, and many of you have as well if you're an empath, and you know that you've been fighting and battling the negative energies day in and out, which drains you emotionally, mentally, physically. So the demons want to give their disease to you. They cough on you. They come with their diseased bodies right next to you in public spaces because they follow you, because they think that they can detour you by making you weak, either through their attacks at the spiritual level or through their attacks on your body physically. So it's important that you protect yourself. And what I'm trying to mean by protection is not that you do not go out there, because then you shrinking yourself, that is not going to help. You must go out because you're not going to keep yourself in a closed box just so that you can keep yourself defensive all the time. See, if you're all the time about defense, then you're just going to feel very much caged and closed inside your house. So definitely you want to step out, you want to move out, because there's sun, and sun is your greatest doctor. So if you want to feel healthy and joyful again, just go out in nature and know that the demons will follow you and they want to create the chaos. Then either you confront them, because whatever learnings you learn through the sages, through the saints, through the masters, through the gods, through spiritual books, scriptures, your life is a practice ground. So you have to, whatever theories you learn through Osho, through Christ teachings, through Gita, through Buddhism, through Zen, whatever teachings you learn, those would you would need to implement it in day-to-day life. That is by facing the demons, by facing your own weaknesses inside your body. So just be out in the sun, because sun and the greenery around, that is very much liberating. It makes you feel very good. It makes you feel very fresh. Because what is the other alternative, that you just keep yourself closed in your own house all the time? That stagnant energy just drains you out. And then the noise of the city, that drains you in turn too. Sometimes you might just think, what am I doing? Like, do I have a goal? Do I have a purpose? Or am I just rambling? Am I just, like, someday you think, I want to learn this, and you put in your effort, but then demons come around and they just drag away you down so much, and they just take away your energy, and you feel, what's the point? And then you think, should I continue this or should I pick something else? And whatever new stuff you try out, the energy vampires copy you. And the moment they copy you, you don't like it. You don't like it. Like, why is everybody just copying me? And they are copying you because they just want to learn from you and make you dim your light so that you give up. So they say that I'm better than you, though they might be minus 50 or minus 40. It doesn't matter. What is important is you stay at your peace, whether you get somewhere or you don't. so that you're not in chaos. Have you ever felt that you are in your calm, peaceful energy, but the moment you step out, people just want to rush you? Like I was just going on my bicycle in the bicycle lane, which goes slow, and I'm allowed to go at my pace. Why should I run? I'm not in a race. I'm just going at my own pace. But there's this car which is in its car lane and is honking. But then I just let karma show them whatever they do, they would get it back. So you don't have to do anything. So I don't pick up on street fights. I don't say people nothing. I just keep on moving. Unless the situation is so abrupt that you've got to fight. I've fought publicly as well. I've fought in my defense. I've called out the BS many times, but not all the time. But like sometimes when I feel it's very essential, then I do. And it's a lot of work about decision making, and you don't know, but something in you tells you that you need to change. But then that change comes with a lot of work, and that's what you think. Maybe I can get by with it for a little longer. Maybe I can get by with this thing a little bit. I can drag it, my comfort. And by the way, I got this beautiful shirt which I'm wearing, and I love this shirt. This is so cute. This turquoise color corduroy shirt, which I ordered online, and I love it. So I wore this because I felt I should just enjoy while I'm in this body. I should just enjoy small, simple, cute things that I like. Like, for example, this Rudraksh bead, this beautiful elephant ivory silver bracelet, this beautiful eagle ring, this cute corduroy shirt, this cute turquoise color pendant necklace. And coming to the shaman topic, why I said I feel like shaman, because my interest is naturally going towards that, wherein I'm naturally attracted to drums, to beating the drum at rhythm, because that tends to stabilize my solar plexus chakra. And even these accessories, I just got so much more into all of these accessories and stuffs, and all of that happened naturally. Like I didn't do this because I saw other models on the internet or in the advertisement. It's just I was just naturally drawn to these, and even these animals and accessories like this snake ring, like how Sadhguru wears, like how Sadhguru. And I've done inner engineering, though I do not follow those things, but I have learned a lot of Sadhguru. I've studied him, I've followed him, and I love Sadhguru and all these great sages who are the voice of light, who tell how to live in light. So I'm heavily thankful to all of these masters and saints and gods and religions. Though I do find myself in times of test, my faith goes very much tested, and I think, is there really a God, or is it my mind which is in fear, which does not want to face the pain and the challenges that I create, and I believe God will help me. But then I realize, without a life which is without any love of God, that is very dry. It's so dry. And you want to feel the love, the juice of joy, of creativity, of godly love, which is like water. You want to feel it in your heart. You don't want it stale and dry like a desert. With the mind, you just become like a desert, like it's too dry and arid. You need the love of God, not a false sort of love, not a false sort of friendship that you have with people, not the false sort of delusional people that you have around, who sometimes show like they care for you, they appreciate you, and other times they bring you down. Those are tricks of manipulation. I'm not talking about that. But then the bigger question is, what if, even if you come to God and your relationship with God is also like that with humans? So when God gives you things that you want, you say, I love God. But then when when you don't get what you want, then you say, I don't like you, God. When you see it's the same God which is sending you all these demons around you so that you get stronger, but you don't like it. You say this is too much of a mental gym for me. This is too much of a physical test for me. This is too much of a spiritual test for me. So I do chant Radha Radha, but in the time of test I don't think much. When I'm tested, when my buttons are pushed, when I don't feel too well and I feel I've got so much to do and there's nobody out there to help me, then I question, is my faith really true in God, or am I just, do I even know what is faith? Am I really on the path of spirituality, because, or am I trying to have it half half so that I can also stay comfortable with money and stuffs, and then the other half in spirituality so I can soak my feet in two water, one hot and one cold. So many times I just question, why aren't things so clear? Like, you want to have one direction, one path, but the moment you see the challenge of it, like the challenge in completely surrendering to one path is that you cannot enjoy the other. Then that gets me thinking that there is this problem in duality, but there's also this essence of taste in duality. Though I'm very sure that Maya does that, the great illusion goddess, the divine Shakti, the goddess, she will delude you with some little bit of joy and entertainment here and there, so that you stay tied in this mesh and you keep on repenting and stay miserable. Because what is earth after all? It is where you come, and every soul that is born on the planet has to suffer. Every soul is suffering. That's why they make suffering for others. So because they suffer, they make others suffer. Because they think, how can you be happy? How could you be happy? I'm so miserable. See, they have car, so many cars, fancy, worth millions of dollars, and you be just going or walking or just taking a bicycle, a simple, cheap and cheerful bicycle, and just enjoying the sun. But even in that, people are not happy. People are thinking, how could you be happy with so less? I eat one meal a day, and even that I'm thinking is excess for me. I feel I don't want to eat anything. My package came yesterday online, wherein I had ordered a lot of musical instruments. Now, music gives keeps my soul alive. It's truly the music that keeps my soul alive. There's nothing else. I've got no friends and nobody. Nobody. I talk to no one. Nobody. It's just YouTube that I speak on. Because talking to people is draining, and I don't want to do that. They just come to talk to you so they can throw their negativity on you. It's so draining to be around toxicity. And the sad problem of this is that wherever you go, there is toxicity. Your own family has got toxic people. They they will make things for you. They'll give you gifts. They'll give you stuffs, gifts, goodies, money, take you around, travel with you, have good tours. But then you feel that there is there's no truth in it. You can't be yourself with anybody. It's a mad world. It's just so insane. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who faces that. I just express it, and there are others who feel the same, but they keep it to themselves. But then this is beauty, like me just coming out in nature, being with this greenery, this beauty. This is so beautiful. I love this. This is beautiful. And this is surely the most awesome thing, because green, you know why green is beautiful? Because green means heart. And when gods created this planet, they spread a lot of greenery around on the planet so that they could be healing for those sick people when they come out. And society is sick. It wants to make you sick. The more you stay in the society, more insane and sick you're going to be. It's as if there's a plan which somehow works out in your favor, and your spirit truly knows what is it that you truly want. And so the universe creates such situations which compels you to move out in nature, like I came out from my home to nature because there's a thief in me, and there's a lot of work to do in the home, and I've been trying to escape that because I've got so much of setting up of my cupboard and room to clean and clothes to wash. And I think, oh, that's a lot of work, so it's better I come out in the sun. It's better that I dress up nicely and then move out like nothing happened. But I know when I go home, I still have got to do all those chores. And then the burden of decision making. So I just let it pass. Every day comes and I feel that I haven't done anything. I just think that I do every day things that I like to do. I like to sing, I like to dance, I like to make music, I like to make these videos and talk to you, and I do these. But then there are other things which society tells is important. Make decisions. And I'm not so good in those. I don't like doing those. I watched a very nice movie yesterday of a cute little Nepali boy. A little boy, 7 years old, and his story and his innocence. So cute. He was so cute little child. The innocence. Why the society is so devoid and dry of innocence? Especially, it's not just in the West, even in the East. When I go to India and when I'm in Bangalore or I'm anywhere in the North, I see there's this, it's not just about East or West. This is how the culture is. That if you're not tricky, people will take you like a fool. Sir, everybody wears a mask because if you show them who you truly are, then they think, oh, you're a fool. Oh, you're so innocent, you're so naive. Let me exploit you, let me take some more money out of you. Let me overcharge you for that trip. Let me overcharge you for that service. Just because you ask them innocently, just because you ask them with honesty. All that I'm looking for is justice. All that I'm looking for is a justified life, but it doesn't seem like one. What is joy is coming out in nature and feeling this breeze on my skin. This feels awesome. Hugging a tree, that makes me feel very beautiful. Trees are nice and kind. Like this tree right behind me, it's a wise old tree, like a shaman, and it embraces me. So I like to sit under this tree, and even there are other trees. I call this tree Monkey, and I call this tree Trolley. So that these nice trees and nature is so nice, and people are so weird. People are, see the. I read a very nice quote from a philosopher and a scientist, and they said that the only danger is the people. Nothing else is a danger. Not the animals and not the birds. People are the danger because they have greed. They only want for themselves. So even if they see a free green space, they think, I'll have it all by myself. Even when they go in public transport, they want, I will have it all by myself. So I want to ruin others' peace and joy by making environment so unpleasant, by talking so loud. Though we all can live in harmony, we all can make a very happy, joyful community like living. But no, we want divide. We want there should be divide. So that people want to show you are below me and I'm above you. So I'm going to make fun of you and put you down. What a miserable way of living. Like for real, what a miserable way of living. You see then these people they get drunk in their so-called parties that they make, and whatever is their barbarous behaviors, barbaric behavior inside, that comes out. And you cannot wear a mask for too long. In fact, you also need not see people when they are drunk. You just see them acting and pretending sane, but you know what's going on. You just know. And that's why you keep to yourself. One great philosopher said, you have two choices to live in this life. And both way, suffering is inherently there. You cannot escape suffering. One is by being with the people who would drain you and make you look like a fool while acting like your friend and family. Those people are going to drain you and leave you dry and dead. Or the second way is you face yourself and you be with yourself, you sit with yourself and let your aloneness eat you away. I'm in the second path where where me being just with myself, I know it seems like you meet your dead end. But I feel this is far better than dying with the people. It's better you die with yourself than dying in dealing with this madness. This I can't do. I just can't do that. This is nonsense. I see how people manipulate and act a fool with each other in families, pretending like I'm there for you, while nobody's there for no one. I see the loneliness in their eyes. People sitting on tables and pretending like I'm for you and just talking to avoid the truth, the noise. We live in a world where we are just overstimulated. Like why should I just have to wake up and every day listen to music and podcast every day? Because if you don't, then there's this other noise that gets you. And you think rather than listening to that noise, it's better that I listen to this song. But something in you just wants you to say, stop, just slow down. You just want to stop. You don't want to slow down, you want to stop. You want to stop. But you just feel rushed. I was at a grocery store yesterday, which is very narrow, okay? And these demons, they know that they have got nothing to do in that store because that store I go just to buy incense. I love incense. I love sage. That's all I go there to buy. Then there are these demons who follow you in that closer lane. Like people do not respect your privacy for space. There's just no respect for your space. They're okay with just brushing past you and touching you. This is so irritating. I just need some space. Please walk in the next lane. There's enough aisle. Down, it's a big shop. No, they just want to irritate you. Then even in the bus and public transport and other places, people just want to. They have no respect for space. It's because their privacy has been intervened by their family and friends. So they do not respect others' privacy. They think my privacy is fucked. So I'm going to fuck your privacy. Like, I come here sitting down below a tree, and people just want to come around you and just be barbaric, talk so loud. But that's how it is. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. Then have your say. At least have your say. That much you can do. That much. How the devil has the power to play. You, as the light worker, you have the power to play too. So use that. Say what you need to say. If you don't feel like eating, don't eat. Don't torture yourself because somebody just pushed their negative energy on you and somebody just pushed you to go fast. Why should I go fast? I want to go slow. I'm not in a rat race like you. I like to go slow. I'm slow living, okay? I like slow cooking. I like everything slow. It's just madness. And when you want things done fast, they will intentionally put a brake on you. And I was just so much, the heaviness of this analysis is so much. And no matter how much you analyze and how much you think over it and how much you learn to think, this is a heavy burden. So no wonder when I see people who don't have minds, who don't think, who just act like fools, it's not a shock to me. Because thinking is a difficult work and people don't know how to think. So now don't mind if you're being tested. Be okay with it every day. Every day in and out, get tested by life and be okay with the defeat. And if someday victory comes to you, then enjoy that. If someday you get what you want, know that there are other tests waiting for you. I read a quote yesterday, beautiful quote that said, you're never going to have everything sorted in life any point in time, from your birth till your death. There's always going to be an imbalance. And every person on the planet is trying to make their life perfect, thinking that this is my dream and if I could achieve this, I'm going to feel fulfilled. But when that dream gets achieved, there's something else which has been left unfulfilled. So there's always this dance of imbalance. Somebody who has a lot of money won't have relation, or somebody who has money and relation won't have great health. Somebody who has everything, then they are at the end of their life. So you can't have it all done, everything in your favor. You can't. Because that would be perfection, purna, completion. And if you are complete, you're going to die. That's why people leave their dreams incomplete. You see, a lot of artists, they paint, and some of their paintings, they might have put in 1 month of work on that painting, on that art, but then you will realize that they just left it almost undone. And they didn't think they should publish it. So, a lot of your work that you do and that remains half done, incomplete. There's no completion. When you're slowing down, then there comes fear from society. They tell that you're going so slow. Are you mad? You would be called irrelevant. When you're going too fast, you feel that you do not have life. You feel you're just rushing around. There's no joy in it, but you're just rushing around, and you have a great morning routine, and you have a great night routine, and you have every hour time stacked on your calendar. At this time I'm going to do this, 10 o'clock I do this, 11 o'clock I do that, 12 o'clock I do yoga, and then 3 o'clock I drink the smoothie. This is living on the timeline, on calendar, on regimen, as if you're on a rooster. But you keep running because there is inflation and money is the driving thing, and there are others in race for it. So if you don't, then you lose it. Somebody else backs that project that you have been bidding for. And because you're too real, you would be left all alone. Because you're 24 karat gold, nobody can make any ornament out of you. But if you were also fake and dumb like the rest, you would have plenty of dumb people around you who would talk just dumb stuffs, and you are not going to enjoy that. So don't fall for that bait. Don't fall for that. You might enjoy it for a while because you were so much sitting with yourself all alone these years. So a little bit of companionship you think might help you, and that's why you go into that boring jobs, sitting in office working with these people who just talk any nonsense. But you still give them a good listen because you're a listener, and that's all you've been, a very good listener. And people even call you to only tell you their stories. Nobody wants to know from you what's going on about you. How about you? Because you're such a big zero, empty, you're such a nothing that people think they can just call you and tell you their story. And after it's over, then you just say bye and you just hang up, and you still feel at least I heard. I heard something. So now I think I tend to understand why do people just go out in the streets and watch strangers. Because it's nice in a way that you don't have to speak to anybody. Because talking is so draining. I don't like to talk to anybody. And I think others do the same. So they just keep to themselves and they just move around and just watch people and then just keep moving. And I think when you're done even with the crowd space, then you would just want to maybe live in a very secluded place, leave the city, and live in some mountain, some beautiful place like Blue Mountain. I think that should do. Blue Mountain is very beautiful. I love that. Or somewhere near a beach where you can just dip your feet. Just sit with the river, with the ocean. See, mountains and rivers are so healing. They are so healing. They are so beautiful. They are so lovely. But I watched this channel that I follow on YouTube, Library of the Untold, and this guy is amazing. So he said that you cannot just be woo woo. You cannot just be in the air and be spiritual and say, I don't care about the world and I don't want to deal with people, because you have to get the money, and for money you need to work. That means you need to be laid down in society in the sense that you've got to work. Work. So by profession, I'm a software engineer and I do all these technical work. I'm a techie. But I do that for so that it can pay my bills, right? There's other things I do, like I make music and I make I make these videos on YouTube, but you've got to work. And for that, you need to deal with people. But here's the thing, like, I'll tell you honestly from my life experience, you life just supports you. You do not have to try too hard. Like, I do not try too hard to get into a project. And you just crack the interview that comes your way. You get that job. You you have enough for yourself. But if somebody asks you, do you have a plan? Then you say, I don't know. Somebody says, do you know anything? Then you ask them deeper question, like what? Then they ask you, how could you be so, like, a lot of people have perceptions about you that you're so weird. That's because they don't want to ask the real questions. They don't want to know the truth of it all, the truth of existence. Why are they living? Just living because, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I think their way of living is okay for them, and my way of living is fine for me. So I do not challenge anyone, but I also don't want to copy anyone. You know what I mean? I just want to, I just live authentically as much as possible. Not as much as possible. 100% authenticity. 100%. That's what makes you 24 karat gold. That's what makes you a gem. You're one in a billion. You see that? And not because you're special. You're just different. You just don't. You you're just different. That's how it is. And people copy you, and they want to be you, while they be hating on you. And I've talked enough about this in a lot of my videos. This copycat culture, that they first drain you out of your energy, and still they want to copy you. So if you hate me, then don't copy me. They want to force a relation with you, like, they think by being a hater you're going to speak to them, but you don't do that because you don't deal with low vibrational energies. You keep to yourself, and you just mind your own business. You live in your own world, and they live in theirs. I just like the peace. I just like the breeze. I just like the music. I just like the rhythm. I just love the rap. I just love the energy in its true, rawest, realist form. I don't want any manipulation or any form of manipulation in that. Just be who you are. And know that every human is a project in themselves. And everybody is seeking certain sort of a completion. And that might be in the form of making a huge house for themselves, or having a big family for themselves, or making a big business for themselves, or getting enlightened spiritually, or being a shaman, or doing some ayahuasca trip, going to Mexico. I don't know, whatever it is for you. Or maybe just sitting with nothing, doing your knitting, doing a painting. Or maybe not even that, just sit in the sun. Just sitting, not doing anything. There's no goal, there's no agenda. There is no goal. Sometimes you just need to, not sometimes, many times you need to just let that burden go. Just let that burden go. Which tells you, if you don't do this, then you'll fall behind and people will mock you. They would anyhow mock at you. They would anyhow have their own things to say. If that was not the case, the most successful person who's on the top of the mountain, he wouldn't be alone. He also feels like he's all by himself. He also feels alone. though he's number one. So what's wrong in just being, in just being and just relaxing? Because you're not a machine that you would be on all the time, active all the time, doing this and that. You're not a machine. You are a human who just wants to relax and enjoy the peace, the beauty, without any sort of consumption. Like, peace and beauty does should not necessarily be that you're eating this and that. You don't have to eat anything. You can just be without anything. I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you for listening. Peace and love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.